Hello? Is this working? Hello? Hello peeps, welcome to another video in the car. I love a chat down video in the car. Chat down, sit down, chat video in the car. There we go. Especially when the car is the warmest place on the property because it's winter. Well, it's actually not winter, but the temperatures are winter, okay. It's a high of 9, I'm pretty sure, today. I might be lying. I think it was. Anyway, today we are here to do a little Q&A. We put some questions. No, not some questions. We just put a question box on the Instagram story. And we got some questions. So, we're going to go through them. If you don't know me, my name is Nika. I am a Christian creative. This is my personal YouTube channel. There's like another YouTube channel for the writing stuff. There's a blog, website. I'll link it all below. But yeah, welcome. Alrighty, I'm filming this on my phone. I realized that the questions are on my phone and I'm filming on my phone. But anyway, I just have them memorized in my brain and I'm gonna have to go back and forth. So the first question was, what's my favorite flower? I have not thought about these questions, by the way, beforehand. Maybe should have done that. No, this is the real raw answers. I think my favourite flower, either a sunflower, because they're so just like big and bright and happy, or daisies. I really like daisies. You can make daisy chains, daisy crowns. They're a wildflower, so I like them. And then the next question was, how many kids do I want? I think 3 or 4. But I wouldn't complain if I had like 6 to 8. So who knows however many Jesus wants to give me, I suppose. Okay, next question. Is there anywhere that I would like to travel? I would love to go back to the UK, honestly. I went there when I was 14 and I'm still in love. I may have got a different experience. I may have got a tainted experience because basically it was one of their hottest summers when I was there, and it didn't rain that much and it wasn't really that cloudy. It was like sunny. I'm like, what are people talking about? This place is amazing. Which I just love the history and the buildings and the countryside and the trees and the woods and stone walls and just everything. You will understand when you read my book one day how obsessed I am with like English countryside things. So I really want to go back there some point. And I would also quite like to go to like Italy or the countryside in like Italy or Greece or France or somewhere. The next question was, what do I want to achieve in the next 5 years? I think what I want to achieve in the next 5 years, this is, guys, I'm a visionary. I have a lot of ideas, so we could get started on the list. I want to at least have 1 book published, if not 2 or 3. That is one of my goals and something I would like to accomplish in the next 5 years. So publish Swimming with Lupins, and I would like to also release more music in the next 5 years. I would like, what would be a fun little dream? This isn't necessarily like, I don't feel like I have to do this in order to be like happy with myself or whatever. But it would be so cool to go on like a little tour, just like a little one, like travel around, do some music in places. That would be so cool. This is going to be interesting to look back on. Anyway, stay focused, Nika. I would like to have babies in the next 5 years. I would like to get better at praying in the next 5 years. Okay, something else I'd like to accomplish is for like my blog to be able to earn me money, or just that my business in some way can earn me money. That is something I would like to accomplish in the next 5 years. That would be amazing and such a blessing. We will see what God wants to do. Next question. Oops, fold this up here. Next question. What inspires me to write? Different things at different times. think what inspires me to write is, I guess, my dream of like having a published book, and the fact that I know I have to work hard to get there and to finish that. So I think gaining motivation from where I want to see myself as an author. Sometimes when I listen to music or my characters' playlists, I get really inspired to write. The next one was, do I ever base characters off people I know? I don't think I ever do. I think I honestly don't even know if I pull parts from people I know. Like, obviously I'm creating like a character, and so there's like characteristics and stuff that I'm writing that I obviously have an idea of from somewhere, but it's not like I'm like, ooh, let me take some of that person and put it in my book, sort of thing. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever based a character off a real person. Yeah, I don't think so. Sometimes I do see people, like strangers, out and about, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder what their story would be if I was going to write a book about them. You know, like, that is kind of interesting to me, but I don't usually base the characters off people I know. Oh, the next question is so good. Well, apparently it's not a question, it's a request that I make an album of music and then for a book, and then release it with the book, and people can listen to the album and read the book. This is a genius idea. I should do this. I've definitely started writing songs for characters before. I think it was when I ran out of my own inspiration. I'm like, let me just write one for my character. Let me write about their struggles. This would be a very cool idea. Even instrumental. I would be keen to do some piano instrumental albums, to be honest, especially for books, because a lot of the books I write could suit that. So maybe I should do it. It's a good idea. Next question is, how do I craft my first lines? I'm gonna guess this is like first lines of books. I think first lines of chapters are also very fun to write, because it's almost like a little, not a miniature book, but you know, it's like a first line still. I think my first lines in my books could be a lot cooler, some of them. I'm actually currently rewriting some of the first chapters of Swimming with Lupins, and I'm thinking, surely there's a way that I can make this cool. But I think I often start things with description of nature, because then it kind of sets the scene in my mind. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm seeing around my characters, and then the reader's like, oh, okay, and then we move on to the characters. And also, I find writing first lines in first person is so much easier than third person. So Swimming with Lupins is a third person book, so it's a lot different because I'm not writing from that close perspective that first person gives you. Whereas I think in my books, where it's first person, the first lines are maybe cooler because it's from my character's perspective. So, yeah. And then the very last question is, how long does it take to film a video? All day, question mark. So how long does it take? I think it kind of depends. Like, I'm guessing you mean YouTube videos. Yes, because what other videos do I film, Nika? So it kind of depends. If I'm doing a vlog, then obviously I'm filming throughout the whole day, or some of my vlogs even span like a week. So I'm filming like on and off throughout different things that I'm doing. If I'm filming just like this sort of video, it's actually really quick because I just sit down and I chat, and then it's more the editing that takes ages because I have to go through and then cut out all my arms and my butts and the things of the in-between that are very irritating. So filming and editing put together, it always varies depending on how long filming takes, but editing usually will take me a few hours. Like, I can film and edit a video in a day easily, but the editing part can take a very long time, depending on how pedantic I'm being. Some of my videos are just unedited chat videos, especially some of my old I think some of my old videos were. So it depends. But if I go through and edit, it takes a very long time. And it actually takes longer to edit these chatty videos than vlogs, because vlogs I just have to kind of trim the start and end of clips, whereas these ones I have to watch through about 15 minutes of talking, or sometimes even like longer, 20-30 minutes of talking, and I have to go through and cut out anything that's superfluous, anything that's boring, anything that's just annoying slang in between, all the ums and buts, for instance. Ugh, whenever I watch myself back, I think to myself, girl, please can you just speak better? You are a writer. Get it together. But then whenever I'm talking, it's very difficult to do that. So, yes, it kind of depends, but probably not a whole day. Probably half a day for a long-ish video if I'm editing it as well. But yeah, that was all of the questions for today. I'm probably going to go and edit this now. I'm also praising Jesus that my storage did not run out. As I said that, I could hear God saying to me, he's like, well, don't thank me. He's like, you should empty your storage so you don't have to worry about it. But I am grateful. I'm going to go edit this video, maybe make another lemon honey tea. It really does help the algorithm if you like the video and if you subscribe, but whatevs. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for being here. Farewell. Goodbye.